What is going on YouTube? It is the infamous Cardi Spitfire. Today we're going to be doing my top 10 favorite TV shows. With that being said, let's get right into it. My favorite TV show is AquaBats Supershow. Now, you guys may not remember this show, but this time ago, long time ago, got canceled from the Hub Network. This was like AquaBats Supershow. It was fun. It's a fun show to watch. It had a lot of cutaways, had a lot of actors, including a star appearance by Tony Hawk, the pro skateboarder. And I remember watching the show as a child growing up, and it was super cool to watch. There was a lot of weird characters, weird acting, a lot of costumes, a lot of green screen, but it was a nice show to watch. Now, number 9, we have Iron Man Armored Adventures. You guys may remember this show, but this was another Iron Man show that they had. Real show that had real animation with real people that they designed, and it wasn't kind of like a cartoon base. It was like a real thing with like a backstory and then multiple episodes. They also had a toy line for it, and there was a game that you can play on Nickelodeon's website where they used to have games that you can play, things like that. So with Iron Man Armored Adventures, I really enjoyed watching that show. It was pretty cool. I liked how he had different suits. I liked how he had to fight the Mandarin with all his rings on his finger, kind of like the Infinity Stones, and it was just him and his friends, you know, and they would have Iron Man suits as well. So it'd be Pepper would have her suit, and I think it was Rhodey, which was one of the black characters. He would also have a suit. Monsuno. It was kind of relatable to Bakugan and Bladeblade. It worked the same way. It was kind of, they would be in these little bottles, and you could just battle against them. So that's these monsters come out of their little homes, their little tubes basically, and battle against other monsters. So it was a very cool show to watch. I have is Goosebumps from R.L. Stein's. I actually have a bunch of different types of Goosebumps TV series from R.L. Stein's, which are more like from the 1990s era to the modern day. But I enjoyed all of them because honestly, Goosebumps was really a good show to watch. It was also on the Hub Network, same network as AquaBats Supershow. And that show was cool, especially when you watched it around Halloween time. You get scared. Modern day show really was more relatable because they would have actors and costumes, and the stories would prove a big background to their costumes, and then you would know what would happen. And you know, sometimes you see them get trapped in places. But watching that show around Halloween time was the most scariest thing you could actually watch, and it actually made you scared because you'd watch it late at night, and that even made it better. So that show was definitely one in the history books, and I'll always enjoy that one. Young Justice. This is from DC Comics. This is kind of like Young Justice, so it's like you have the Justice League and then you have Young Justice. So Young Justice is more of teenagers who are superheroes, and I found it cool. And my favorite Young Justice hero was Blue Beetle. That was my favorite. I think he was the first Hispanic character that they showed, and it showed he had a beetle on his back, and he could, you know, get a suit from the beetle and have his two arms come together and form one weapon. I found that super cool. He was one of my favorite characters. He also had Young Flash and Young Robin. So that TV show was much more fun because they were young superheroes. The show was much more fun because they were young superheroes, and they were also learning how to control their abilities and be responsible, versus when they already have the Justice League and they're already adults. Superman had a son, and it was cool. It was a cool TV show to watch. A regular show. Was one of my most favorite TV shows that I watched. They were just Mordecai and Rigby were just two slackers from Benson, and it was cool seeing Benson saying he'd fire them both if they don't stop slacking. And it was fun because every time they would find a way to just not do their own job, and then, you know, take a cheaper alternative to doing their actual work, and then getting in trouble by Benson and then having to save everybody in the process. And it was just cool. And the show had movies and toys and games, so I enjoyed that. A lot of TV franchises had games and toys along the way, so it was very cool to collect them, play the games as well, and you know, just keep watching the show back, and like just go back to it every time on Hulu and just watch that TV shows again and again because it's just fun. And you just see how they improved from like season 1 to like the last season. And you know, they should bring it back. Is Danny Phantom. Time to Go Ghost. This show is one of my all-time favorites. I enjoyed watching the show. It was pretty cool. Danny Phantom with that favorites. I think that famous D on his chest with the gray hair, and you just saw how every time you see you just go ghost, and it would just be black and gray, and he just go crazy, and he could fly and do a bunch of different things. So watching this show was awesome. Growing up as a kid, I definitely wish they had more of like a video game that you could play for like 3DS or any console really. Bringing back the TV series would be fun, but I could see them doing like a real terrible real life Danny Phantom movie, which really wouldn't look good at all, especially like a person having gray hair and then really just saying I'm going ghost. That would just kind of be weird for me, but you know, I would take it. Batman Beyond. This show was kind of a classic show to watch. This one was pretty cool for me because it was an older Batman. Eventually, like, you get more into watching older TV shows. Watching this show was really cool for me because, you know, it was a classic. You know, you had The Dark Knight Rises, you have Batman Begins, you had all those types of movies. So just watching that would be cool overall. So I really enjoyed that. Coming in number 2, we have The Office. My favorite show, honestly. A very funny show. I enjoy watching Steve Carell, who plays Michael Scott, and it's very quirky, kind of cringe comedy show that I enjoy watching. I rewatched the season a couple times. I love the pranks that Jim and Dwight play on each other. It's really a fun show to watch, especially with another person. And then they definitely have like a lot of relatable scenes in the show throughout the whole season. Throughout the whole season 9, honestly, it's pretty cool. Anybody who hasn't seen The Office should check it out. I remember watching The Office, the UK version. It was pretty bad, honestly. I didn't really like it, and it kind of was like a copy of the original The Office, which was the United States version. Coming in number 1, we have The Walking Dead. Now, this is a show that everybody enjoys. They enjoy this type of zombie show, and I think that this show, The Walking Dead, is definitely better than Fear the Walking Dead because it doesn't even compete at all. You have Rick Grimes, who's a strong leader who leads this group throughout every circumstance. Like, he helps the group, he makes them survive. They run into rival groups, and it's really about decision making and planning that really helps the show thrive. I definitely enjoyed season 9. I'm definitely looking forward to season 10 as well. And I think that the show, honestly, is really doing good, and I really enjoy every episode that they put out. And you can just see the dramatic changes from season 1 to season 9 about how they have skins, people who are wearing walker faces, who are talking and everything. In season 1, you can see walkers picking up items and banging them on walls. And then in season 9, walkers don't do that, you know, and you can see how the acting has gotten better for walkers. But yeah, Walking Dead, one of the most favorite TV shows of mine. Can't wait for season 10, really excited. I want to see if Rick is going to return. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I think I might do some more skateboard videos, but I don't know, maybe in the future. Thank you for stopping by. It's Curtis Befire, and I'm out. Peace.